Hey Cancer, it's Star with Eyes of the Stars Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. So let's get started. This is your October love reading, and it will be followed as usual by your career and finance reading. Okay, so let's take a look. We have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic interest. Wow. Wedding, this situation involves marriage. Okay. For some of you, I feel like you're involved with someone who is currently in a relationship and you are waiting for them to get out of it. For others, it's the other way around. You're waiting to get out of a relationship. Worth waiting for, we have the Eight of Cups. So yeah, there is a need to let go of something, walk away from a relationship toward a new love. Because this person has stirred your romantic feelings. You may be separated from this person right now. Oh. We have the Hierophant reverse and the Nine of Cups reverse. So some of you, for some of you, it's like this person is going through some type of separation because they're not happy. For others of you, you could be involved with a Taurus that you're not really happy with, or there's like a separation and that's why you're not happy. Let's see. We have the Queen of Rods. Two of Cups reverse again. So I feel like there is a wedding situation here, a marriage situation, but the marriage is not working out. So this could be, again, there's all the signs are here, so it really doesn't matter what sign it is, but I just get the feeling that there's a situation out there where somebody's married. It could be you, it could be someone you are interested in, and they need to get out of that marriage to explore a new love. I'm telling you guys, this is like a theme amongst basically all the signs. I'm getting a lot of these kind of situations here. So it could be all this, this Venus energy. Venus is in retrograde. So I do feel like it's messing with a lot of relationships. So just be aware of that. Okay, let's move on to the Celtic Cross. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. So that is you. I do feel like you are kind of closed off with your emotions right now. You may have a lot of things going on, a lot of emotions flowing, but you don't necessarily want to share them with others right now. I feel like there's major shifts in your life that you're dealing with. Okay, so let's take a look. Nine of Cups, crossed by, wow, Two of Cups. So I feel like you guys are happy within yourselves. There is a sense of that, like you can find happiness within yourself, but there's like one cup missing. And that is because you're looking for that really special relationship. That is what's challenging you for you to reach your 10 of Cups. Queen of Wands reverse is in the foundation. So I feel like there's something here, an energy of like lacking confidence. Perhaps some of you may be dealing with fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I feel like it's more confidence issues here. In the past, we have Judgment reverse. What's crowning you is Three of Pentacles reverse. Okay, wow. Near future, we have the Ace of Cups. How you see yourself is the Knight of Pentacles reverse. So I kind of feel like you're okay with making yourself happy right now. You do want that relationship, but for some reason, it's just not the time. Like you're not really open to working at this with anyone. You feel like there's a certain stagnancy in your life. You could be having financial issues and maybe you're focused on that and that's why it hasn't happened. How your partner sees you of the Six of Swords. So they do see that you want to have a better situation in your life and have more peace and more happiness in your life. Hopes or fears, we have the Hierophant. So This could be speaking about a Taurus specifically, or it could be you're either hoping for a committed relationship or you're fearing that. Overall outcome, we have the Empress. Okay, so Nine of Cups. It's about feeling satisfied, but again, it's kind of satisfied within yourself. So interesting. We have the Six of Wands reverse. To me, excuse me, to me, I feel like, okay, Judgment reverse. I just feel like you guys have chosen to make yourselves happy right now, because I don't feel like you have the confidence in relationships yet. It's like you see them not as, yeah, I feel like you guys are taking a break from relationships right now. It's like right now you're focused on yourself, making yourself happy, but you do want a relationship. You do want it. It's just that right now is just not the time. Maybe you're thinking about reconciling with someone, but again, right now there is a disconnect, there's distance, and it's just not the time. So this relationship actually with this person who you have a connection with is a challenge to you. Okay, Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles reverse. I almost feel like, you know, when you want this person is too busy. They don't pay attention to you. And when you want them, same thing. You're too busy. You don't have the time of day. If you don't give them the time of day, you're just, you know, involved in other things or whatever. We have a King of Pentacles here again. Again, I'm getting a lot of earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like you have a connection with this person, but somebody is not opening up. They're not sharing. They're being very sort of selfish. Okay, and it may be you and it may be them, but I feel like it's kind of both of you. It's like sometimes it's more them than you, sometimes it's more you than them. But I do feel like there is an issue here with confidence about relationships in general and how much passion you're willing to put into them, how passionate you're willing to be for somebody else, because that puts you in a vulnerable position. So we have the High Priestess. I feel like somebody is definitely not confident enough to put their emotions out there, express themselves. And I feel like this is you, and you keep a lot of your emotions, your desires, your passions locked up inside of you. And one of these days, you're going to blow. But yeah, I feel like you do that to avoid drama in your life. Like you don't want anybody getting so close that they are a threat to you, a threat to your Nine of Cups, a threat to your happiness, your sense of happiness. It's like you have found a place right now where you can make yourself happy, and you don't want to allow anybody to get close enough to threaten that. We have the Judgment card here in the reverse in the past with the Wheel of Fortune. So there was some major shift here. I do feel like there was a possibility of you having some type of reunion with somebody from your past. But it's like it never really panned out. I feel like, you know, you're like two ships in the night almost, you know? Yeah. And so there's been distance. There was a change that happened. Somebody might have moved. It's possible, but I feel like it's more like shifts. And I also get the sense that there's some karmic energy here. So some of you could be dealing with soulmates. But I don't feel like you're very close to this person at this time physically. Three of Pentacles reverse is what's crowning you. So I just don't feel like you guys are up to, you know, giving anybody like too much time, of your energy. We have the Nine of Swords, but it's in the reverse. It's like right now you really just don't really care. Like this is on the back burner for you guys. I do feel like for Cancer, love has been on the back burner because you just don't want to deal with it. Five of Wands reverse. You don't want to deal with dating, you know, a bunch of people that you just don't have the energy for it, is what I'm getting. But in the near future, we have the Ace of Cups. So Two of Wands reverse. Okay, somebody makes a choice. We have your card, the Chariot reverse. I feel like love is knocking at your door here in the near future, but I just don't feel like you are ready to move on it. You're not ready to take action. The Chariot is in the reverse. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So it's stagnancy, no action taken, no choices made. I feel like you're not really open to it right now, or at the time that it's coming in. Okay, but it's here, or it's coming. You guys are stuck somehow. Yeah, Ace of Rods reverse. You're stuck. You don't want to make any new changes. It's like what you really need right now. You're just afraid to fail in anything because there's something really sensitive that you're dealing with. Bigger fish to fry is what I'm getting. The Hermit. You're keeping to yourself. You don't want to take any action. You don't want any new relationships right now. You're keeping to yourself. And lo and behold, the way it always happens, when you're in this state, when you're not ready, you're keeping to yourself, you don't want action, well, somebody comes knocking in your door, because that's just how it goes. So, how people see you is the Six of Swords. Trying to get to a more calm way of being, a more calm life, peace, achieving peace. We have the Knight of Pentacles reverse. So they see that you are this Knight of Pentacles reverse. They see that you're not really, it's like you want to get to a better place, but you're not moving. You're not going anywhere. You're stagnant. You may be stuck in a very difficult situation is what I feel, and people around you can see that, or they know that. Okay, so maybe this, they kind of know why you're not able to or willing to start anything new at this time. Hopes or fears, we have the Hierophant with the Queen of Pentacles reverse. Again, boom, a lot of Taurus energy especially, okay? So if you guys are dealing with a Taurus, they're showing up here everywhere. But I feel like you're afraid of this person. Or it's like you're afraid of being stuck in a situation that is long-term or committed, because it's like you don't, you need a way out. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm seeing you. Oh, this card flipped also. I'm seeing you. It's almost like when you enter any building or any room or anything and you're already identifying the exits. That is how you're approaching relationships. You get into any kind of relationship and you need to identify your exit strategy is what I'm getting. So this is like a fear for you. All right, overall outcome, we have the Empress. Let's see what that is. Three of Cups reverse, Three of Pentacles. The Magician reverse. I feel like, and again, I'm getting a very strong Taurus energy. Look at this card. The Empress can represent Taurus, or it can represent Libra as well, because, you know, it's the card that represents Venus. And it also means like wanting to grow something, wanting something to flourish, like really putting your all into something and to create something really beautiful. And here you see this bull. So I feel like you may be dealing with somebody who's very stubborn, or is going to take on a very stubborn energy when it comes to you, especially because I feel with the Magician in the reverse, I feel like this is going to trigger somebody's ego. I kind of get the feeling that you're being hard to get, not because you're playing games, but because you're actually going through some shit that you have to like kind of decide where you're going to put your attention, and this is pretty big stuff. So you're kind of, your attention is elsewhere. Like love and relationships is not really your thing right now. And like I said, when you're not looking for it, it comes looking for you. And so I feel like there is someone who doesn't take very kindly to rejection. And so the fact that they feel like you are a challenge to them, or that it's something like you are something or someone that they cannot manifest into their lives, they really want it. It's like now, okay, it's like, you know, with the Three of Cups reverse and then the Three of Pentacles there, usually I would see this actually as like some type of third party involvement, but I don't, especially with the magician reverse, there would be like some sort of third party involvement. I don't get that so much. It could be for some of you that you may get involved in some type of, like you might end up being somebody's side piece, which, you know, if that's what you want to do. But I see this more for most of you, which is kind of weird because honestly, this combination for me screams of like third party situation. And the Empress is sometimes seen as the mistress. So there is that possibility, but I just feel like, you know, this person is seeing you, like I said, as a challenge. Like they want you in their lives. And now it's like no more, you know, this bullshit of just having this superficial kind of relationship. Like we're just going to meet here and there for a good time and that's it. Like they want to put work into this. They want you to put work into this and they want to make something happen. Okay, they don't want to accept defeat here when it comes to you. So I'm just saying, love is going to be knocking at your door. I understand you're not ready for it. So I don't know, maybe think of your exit strategy because you're going to need it. And that's how I feel you've been navigating through relationships. I do kind of feel like you have good reason. You know, only you know who, when and where you're ready to accept and receive new love. I'm just telling you, I'm here to tell you that new love is coming, whether you like it or not. So decide now what it is you're going to do. I feel like it's an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So if you have an earth sign in your life, they may be knocking on your door. All right, let's look at finance and career for Cancer for the month of October 2018. We're going to pull 5 cards. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. Okay, so action being taken. Very decisive action. 5 of Pentacles reverse. That's good. Tower reverse. Good. Star reverse. Okay. Queen of Wands and 7 of Wands. Okay, yeah, so I feel like you guys are regaining some type of bravery. If you're needing to defend yourself, it's like you have it in you to do it this month, okay? These cards look terrible. Jeez. Okay. Let's see. That's better. Sorry. Okay. So let's take a look. 5 of Pentacles reverse I do like because it's telling me that if you have had some financial difficulties, you're coming out of it in the month of October and towards the beginning. So it's not like you're going to have to wait. You know, like your financial situation, I feel like has been on the upswing here. We have the Page of Wands reverse. The 9 of Cups reverse. So yeah, I feel like you guys have been going through a difficult like financial crunch that you haven't been happy with because there's things that you weren't able to do. I feel like that's changing. You are able to avoid some more like bigger issues. We have the Ace of Wands reverse. Okay, so there's something going on at work, I feel, you know, some kind of changes, big changes that haven't quite happened yet, but I feel like you got the communication. I feel like they weren't pleasant. Whatever communication you got about it wasn't pleasant, but for some reason, I kind of feel like you're able to escape whatever that is. That was like bad news. Like, oh, you have to, you know, it could be something not even huge or major, although we do have major arcanas here, but I kind of feel like it's something, some kind of change at your workplace. It's like a change in process or something, some kind of change in process that may have affected you a lot more, but you're able to not have it affect you somehow. Like you're able to find a way for this to not affect you as much as it could have. So the Star reverse. We have the Hangman reverse. The Ace, I'm sorry, the 8 of Wands reverse. And the King of Swords. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, again, there's some news. I feel like, okay, so there may have been a situation at work where you kind of felt like your job may have been on the line, or you were afraid you were going to lose your job or something like that. And I don't think that that's the case. I feel like maybe you're not happy at your job, but I think you're pretty secure, at least for now. So there's that. So it's kind of like, okay, so it's not as bad as I thought maybe it could be. You kind of realize that in the month of October, like you're kind of safe for now. But there is a lot going on, a lot of changes at your job that you may not like, that you may not be very excited about, but you're just hearing about it. Okay. And again, I do feel like it's something that you don't like. Like it brings you, makes you feel like, ugh, really? So, but it does bring you enlightenment. It helps you make some type of decision as to some type of action that maybe you were doing in the past that you're going to be like, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. Things have to change. I have to change my approach. I feel like this kind of opens your eyes to you needing to change your approach to something in this in the work environment. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. Five of Pentacles again in the reverse, King of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So, okay, I do feel that there may be some conflict here in your job where you may have to fight for what's yours, like fight for what you deserve or what you're supposed to get or something. But I feel like now, you Cancers are filled with confidence to speak your mind, and you're doing it very well. It's like you speak your mind with authority, but very, very poised and very composed. And I feel like this is really working for you. We have the Seven of Wands, which is about sticking up for yourself, standing up for yourself. Two of Pentacles, sorry, reverse. Standing up for yourself. Okay, so the King of Pentacles reverse. I feel like there's something going on here where there's like an overwhelming situation, a lot of stress, high stress situation, and you have to like defend yourself and say, hey, listen, I'm going through this and that. This is happening to me. And this is just how things have to be because of such and such. It's like you're justifying something, or you're defending yourself here. Emperor reverse. I feel like this is out of your control. There's something around you in maybe in your home, or yeah, like in your household, or there's like situations beyond your control that you have to defend yourself and say, hey, like maybe you need to take some time off of work, or yeah, that's exactly what it might be. You may need to have some time off of work because there's like a healing process that needs to happen, and you need to make that decision for yourself. Have the confidence to say, hey, I need a time out. Going through a bunch of things, and I need some time for myself because things right now are out of control. Okay. But I do feel like there are major shifts within your workplace as well that you're not liking, but you're having to deal with. Okay. You're just hearing about it now. All right. I hope that was helpful to you. And I will be back soon to do more readings. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Cancers.